I've got a wig cap on. I figured I would just go ahead and apply my makeup now and then apply my wig and all that crazy stuff, so we'll see what happens. So let's zoom in a little bit, and we're going to start by blocking off my eyebrows. Poison Ivy in the New 52 Cycle of Life and Death, she has slightly darker eyebrows, so we're not going to go for something that completely matches her hair color, but we'll go for something that's close but with the undertones and everything, but we'll go for something a little bit darker. So here we go. And the fun part is I'm doing a voiceover over everything. Those are obviously my eyebrows there, and I'm going to be using this NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, blocking off my eyebrows. Unfortunately, based off my experience, it didn't really work out too well, so we're gonna do it anyways, unfortunately. And let's speed the hell out of this. I already have my contact lenses on, as you guys can see. Oh, there we go, using a brow and lash comb duo from Sephora Professional. Blocking that off with a mineral brush from Sephora as well. That's like one of my favorite brushes. That looks to be Anastasia Beverly Hills. We're gonna go use that little tiny ass MAC angled brush, and we're gonna use the Auburn shade of Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. Now, when this stuff first comes out of pot, it's super easy and creamy to use. I was so surprised how creamy it was, and I guess that also means I haven't repurchased a new pot in a while, which I should do for my usual shade Granite. Just using the spoolie side. It's really good to actually use mascara wands or spoolies to actually make your eyebrows look a little bit more natural. Otherwise they just look a little bit too blocky, like you can't see the individual hairs. I like my eyebrows a little bit straighter, so I mean just draw them depending on how you like. Poison Ivy didn't really have really thick eyebrows anyways, so I'm trying to get somewhere in between, and I guess I'm doing okay. I mean, they look a little funky right now, but I'll probably clean them up. So this is where it gets really bad. I end up using this Anastasia Beverly Hills tinted brow gel, which didn't really do crap for my eyebrows. It actually kind of made them a little bit fuzzier. So I was hoping that they would just kind of block off the color and everything, but I ended up having to take this Perfect Correcting Stick from MAC. It's an NC35 and correcting everything. But I just look like I know what I'm doing, but oh well. Things happen along the way, so it's okay. You guys will probably notice that I'm using my mirrors from various palettes. This is the Narcissist palette. It's their eyeshadow palette. I forgot which one, but you'll see various different things pop up. Now we're going to use the Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation from MAC, which I'm actually already wearing. Just goes to set everything else and all that concealer and make sure everything just stays nice and tight. This is the Shade and Light Face Contour Palette from... what the hell was her name? Oh shit. Kat Von D. I'm so sorry. So sorry, Kat Von D fans. I don't say her name much, so it's just like, ugh. Once again, that mineral powder brush. It's just one of those brushes that do basically everything. And what I'm actually using right now on my face is actually another MAC brush. It's a fluffy contour brush, but I'd say a medium-sized one because we just don't want it too big. And then, unfortunately, you'll probably see me doing a lot of this stuff where I'm contouring along, my baby hairs, my edges. You want to do it in the sides of a 3. So basically, if you go along your forehead and your edges, and you also go to the hollows of your cheekbones, and you also go to your jawline, and underneath your chin, everything should look fine. I'm putting the lighter shades where they're supposed to be. So anywhere that's I would just have to say in the inner perimeter of your face. I'm not so worried about exactly where they go first because we'll always fix them later, and we have to blend the shit out of everything. now I'm just doing my nose. I'm gonna look a little bit scary, like kind of like some crazy Swan Lake type of stuff, but I mean, compared to other things that you've seen out there, it's not that bad. Blend, blend, blend. Oh, that's actually the lightest shade from the Shade and Light palette. I bounce between the first and the second one when it comes to the highlighting shades, because the first one is a little bit more rosy red tone, and the second one, the middle one, is a little bit more yellow toned. We're gonna go ahead and use that liquid blush from NARS. This one's called Orgasm. Shade is Orgasm once again. It's very ballet pinky. It's really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and do it twice just for good measure, because I just want it a little bit darker than usual since I'm going out. Now we're actually using that Narcissus palette, and then now we're moving on to the Urban Decay. I'm not gonna go over shades or anything, but if you guys just happen to catch what I'm using, just go for it. But what I'm using underneath my eye, I'll just explain, is that it's like a really light pink shimmer. What was on top of my eye was a yellow shimmer. And then now we're going for a very, very light beige tone that goes over the lid. And a medium brown tone that's all matte that goes into the crease. And this is also from the Too Faced Chocolate Bar, the original Chocolate Bar palette. They have so many different palettes now, and they have like the milk chocolate bar and all that stuff, but I stick to the regular chocolate bar. I pulled out a Clarins eyeshadow palette, and we're also going to pull back that Urban Decay Vice palette. Oh yeah, this is also the original Vice palette. They've moved on to so many and using some green shades. We're gonna put it in some green undertones. You'll also see me do some weird ass contouring with some green as well that underneath my cheeks. Soften the edges. I'm not above using my fingers for things, so that's just what I do. And I like to blend a lot with the taco rolls, so where I go and take a really spongy, a fluffy sponge, and I just put it in half and just do taco rolls all over my face. More sparkle. We can never have enough sparkle. Now moving on to powder blush. This is an Orgasm, but the powder version. I'm probably gonna go ahead and put some on my nose and the sides of my lips and everything, but there goes I know you guys are probably thinking, what the hell? But yes, this kind of puts in a very, very subtle change just to the contour, putting in some of that green that goes with the eyes. Lots of blending involved. This is the Hourglass Ambient Strobe Lighting powder. Forgot which one this was called. Oh yeah, it's called Euphoric. And just put it all over the specific areas that you wanted to highlight. Looks really nice. I try not to go too much with it because then it's kind of disco ball-y. Moving on to the Fluid Line Black Track from MAC. Really good stuff. Mine is drying out. I actually have another pot that's unopened that's readily available, so I probably just need to toss this one out. Using a super, super tiny, actually MAC's tiniest little brush just to do my liner. I don't know what I keep looking over at my computer screen for. I have no freaking idea. I'm probably referencing something, or I'm referencing Poison Ivy. I have no idea. So in this look, she has a very, very natural type of look. She's got very pinky orange lips on that's shiny. Her eyebrows are not too thick, and she has very, very natural and beigey and very healthy tones to her face. Nothing too dramatic, nothing crazy. If you guys are referencing the new 52 Cycle of Life and Death cover. Now, if you guys are referencing like that 90s movie with Batman and Robin, that's a totally different look. I already curled my lashes with my trusty Shiseido lash curler, and we're just gonna go over it with the L'Oreal Miss Manga. I've actually learned to really love this mascara. It just does everything I needed to do without falsies, because I'm just not a person who can really wear falsies. I end up ripping my eyes halfway out every time I wear them. I fidget a lot, seriously. was like, how many coats can we put on? I have no freaking idea. Alright, starting to come together. I noticed that, I think over here I noticed that her nose just has a little, tiny little button bump. So that's why I put that contour on there. I'm going to blend it out again. And I probably put some blush on there. And we're just going to shave it down, make it a little bit edgier too. You'd be surprised how well a sponge can blend. That's why you keep seeing that taco. Just that keeps coming back. More contouring. Sometimes I feel like I don't have enough. That's why I keep going over and over. And I probably end up taking off stuff. This is the unfiltered palette, the unfiltered cheek palette, I'm sorry, from NARS, which I was talking about earlier. It's got some shimmer tones. You can actually use that as highlights too. So I went and used that peach tone all over my face. Use the, I think this is Desire. That was the Desire NARS blush that you saw that was super hot pink. Blending out some NARS, I think this was like the bronzing duo or something, some cream sheen stick. Putting on that wig, finally. So it's got 3 clips, remember. So what you want to do is align those clips, and then depending on how far back or how far forward you actually put those clips onto your scalp, it will actually change the look a lot. So. And with this wig right now, I'm not going to actually glue it or anything. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. If I need to glue it, I'll glue it, you know, on Halloween. Because this is just a trial run. Remember, this was recorded the day before Halloween. But so far, it seems to be a good match. I've already cut the lace and everything, and I'm just going to go ahead and take the NARS Tinted Moisturizer. This is in Groenland shade, and we're going to go ahead and just settle that into the lace, and then we're probably going to use this MAC Studio Fix Powder Plus foundation to set it all in together, just so the shades and tones look correct on the lace. Oh yeah, and this wig is extremely tangled, if you guys can see. It took a lot of combing and brushing to really just get it to look nice, and then as soon as I did that, it got tangled again, and I was like, oh, you know what, I give up. I think I pulled it a little bit too forward on my forehead, but that's fine. I have a big forehead anyways. Alright. Gonna give it a light brushing. Oh, I know what I did here. I wanted more red tones on my eyebrows, so I went and pulled out my eyeshadow palette from NARS, and just go ahead and fill that in so it has some red tones in there. I like it a little bit more now. That's what I actually ended up doing for Halloween. And this is the Sugar Bomb from Benefit. It's really nice. It actually smells like maracuja oil or something, or smells like passion fruit. I didn't really like passion fruit too much, but oh well. Hope you guys don't mind me just droning on and on. I have a very drawly type of voice, especially when I'm so nasally. Half of the time I can barely breathe, so. Alright, so this is what it looks like combed out and all that good stuff. I really like the wig. It looks super natural. The colors are so nice. The waves and the curls, everything looks good. I like my makeup so far. On Halloween, I did end up amping it up a little bit, but it relatively stayed the same with the way it looks here. Obviously, I'm pointing out that, you know, the lace front is still not glued on, but I seem to be quite content. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I honestly have no idea. But anyways, thank you guys for watching my video. I will see you guys on part 3. This has just been part 2. This is probably the longest chunk of the video. The part 3 is going to be me talking again without the voiceover, and then I'll probably have another video after that, which is the day of Halloween. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.